Alright, all those who joined. Hello, this is your host Zane Blakestone, and you're watching a little afternoon session of DayZ. Now I'm strolling in the Northeast. I'm in Karmanovka where my main base is. And I'm gonna go to Belaya Poliana, which is ways to the northeast. Then visit Shkolnik, which is a little hunting camp with hunting cabins with hopefully some loot. Maybe a gun cleaning kit again, because that's what I like to get. So welcome to my channel, the Zane Blakestone channel, for the first time ever on YouTube. It's an honor for me to be a part of this world, albeit a very small and insignificant one. So to all those listening, thank you for being here. Welcome, and I look forward to maybe having a chat with you all in the future. So yeah. Soon to be streaming jointly on Twitch and YouTube. Right now, still at the test part of the broadcast. Dipping my toes in the water. See how it goes. So you guys can follow me on Twitch at Zane Blakestone and also on Facebook. Also at Zane Blakestone. Mainly on DayZ, sometimes on Skyrim. Eventually the Long Dark might slip in. Oh shit, that was fun. I'm somewhat of an eclectic gamer. I also play sports games, but it has been my forte a little less since DayZ came out, because now I'm mainly on DayZ. Because, yeah, well, this game is amazing, people, and it's hard to deny that it's a very addictive game as well. For those wondering, no, I'm not American nor English. I'm French Canadian. Yes, 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 yes. Amazing the rest of the Canadas since 1980. So nice to meet you all. For a good while, the content you guys are gonna get from me is gonna be raw, uncut, unedited, and I would almost say unplanned. Because some people, they broadcast with a purpose. The sole purpose of my broadcasting is sharing my gaming sessions with y'all. Maybe someday I will adapt differently to cater to any audience that I might have. But I'm not going to get ahead of myself here, because I might very well never get an audience playing this game. So as I said before, not trying to get ahead of myself here. One follower at a time. Anyway, on this channel, I will never ask for your subscription. You guys subscribe if you want to. But I think it's pathetic. You know those who beg, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe if you want. There are so many things to do on the internet, guys, and I would never be mad if people told me that watching me is not the most interesting thing in the world, you know? Because I'm a pretty standard DayZ player. I'm not elite by any means. I like the PvEs of this world, because I get to play and chill and concentrating on surviving the elements of the game rather than being scared of being shot in the face. I do PvP sometimes, but the PvP I do usually is those servers where you could just get geared up so fast and you go at it. So losing your gear and dying is no matter, because playing official is fun, and of course having to care about other players adds a layer of challenge and a layer of stress to the game, which is always fun, because that's what you play this game for. But I have to admit, when you're through a 3, 4, 5 hour run and things have been going well, and then all of a sudden you're just looting somewhere, taking care of yourself, like hiding and crouching, and then boom, 1 second and it's all over. It's part of the game. It's what makes it great in parts. But to a guy like me who doesn't have all their time in the world, it also makes it very frustrating. So those listening or those who are on right now, thank you very much for your presence. I greatly appreciate it. And no, I'm no threat to the Barmbies and the Rex and the always spawns, always streams of this world. I am pretty inexperienced. So basically, just getting a view or two is already a big win for me at this point. Because right now I'm in it for the sharing rather than the views. Oh, there's a fox right there. I'm not fucking with it. I'm gonna get the food and all the nutrition I need from a DayZ Poliana. So on this server I've already made a few friends. A Frenchman, a Scottishman, an American, and of course my partner in crime in the Zane and Alex duo is of course another French Canadian. Which actually got me introduced to this game. So the very reason why you're hearing that broken English of mine today is because my friend Alex was able to introduce me to this game. So now I'm getting to the most northeastern village of the Chernarus map, which is DayZ Poliana. It's a place I've always liked, because that basically was our first love, Alex and I. That's where we built our very first base, and we stayed there for a while until being raided for the very first time. Then we changed servers and we're looking for something else. Because when we wanted to learn the ropes, we started on easier servers, boosted loot and everything. And at some point we got used to it, so we challenged ourselves to do more. And eventually came to play official and other type servers. And now we like the grind. That's why usually I like to play servers that are not boosted. This one only has stamina boosted. And boosted, not eternal stamina, but very boosted. So I'm going to be using my SK as a short range weapon, since I don't have a scope on it. I'm using my Bison as a long range weapon with the PSO1 scope, because it has good distance, and of course probably, well, my most comfortable aiming scope. Personally, I'm a big fan of the PSO1. I like the tog as well because it doesn't need batteries. Oh, there's one right there. I hear another one somewhere. Oh, probably is this one. So now I don't really mind if there's another one around, because any other one that might show up, I'm gonna get rid of pretty easily. Oh shit. It's not a good gun to put my silencer on. I'm gonna take it off my SK. Because I don't want it on the SK. I don't care for the SK to be silent or not. So now if there's one around, I'm gonna be able to take it down quite easily with my melee weapons. See, extra hatchet here that I can use instead of the pristine one I have, so I'm gonna screw up this one. So the Z is downstairs in the room where the fireplace is. So then try and go see there. Nice try, brother. Rest in peace. Or as they used to say in Z Nation, I give you mercy. Right, here's some liver pate. Because that's one of my pet peeves playing this game. I like to be in the full whites because of the immunity. And so far I haven't been lucky in finding really good fruit. And again, I'm gonna be running around town and most likely gonna be finding food soon enough. So my goal here is to try and be relatively silent. Sometimes I just like to waste ammo and just be crazy all around, but sometimes I like to be stealthier, and this is one of those times. That being said, I'm not like I said, I'm not necessarily elite playing this game, so I know myself well enough that I might turn a corner and not be cautious enough, but that's me. I know there is usually a few here. There's one over there. I think I heard another one though. And something also that I noticed in this game, and especially since it's not my style, it became a challenge for me. Patience. Patience and never getting overconfident. Sometimes, I don't know, you're well armed. You have lots of gun on you, good firepower, and then you go take a stroll, thinking you're just gonna put down a few and it's gonna be easy. And then you think you can jump somewhere and you can't, and then you get swarmed. So you know, this game is not really hard to survive when you know what to do. But even when you know what to do, you're always one small decision away from screwing up. So always keep your eyes and ears open. Oh, sharpening stone. So I'm gonna loot. Not necessarily everything, but everything that could be of use farther than like just clothing to make rag. Because that way I get to fill the shelter back in Karmanovka. And in that shelter, I'm just putting items for everyone to use. So everyone that comes to town can get to use my shelter with the stuff in it for help. So there's food. Sometimes I'm gonna put weapons in there. Sometimes it's gonna be ammo. Basically all I can get. Building materials, sewing kits. So I've got this Scottish friend now who just started playing this game. So my being around will help that Scottish dude a great deal. So here's an old woman there. She's gonna be dead soon. There you go. I love the Mark II. Oh, some of you guys call it MK2. But I don't know why. To me, it feels like it should be Mark II, but I may be wrong. I've only been on this game for 2 years, but I heard that before you could cut up zombies. But I've never seen that myself. Again, you guys, if anyone out there has advice for me, I don't mind getting advice. I'm always trying to better myself. But on the other hand, I have to admit, I have my own play style. And I feel I'm having fun the way I play. So of course, if I can get some technical improvements to my game, I'd be more than happy to correct some of my maybe bad habits. But I feel good the way I am, with all my imperfections. So yeah, drinking more until at least I get the stomach icon. So I know that now I will have drank more than I need. I think I see a zombie out of the corner on my end, the far distance. So when I zoom in with my blaze, I should be able to get it. And not my blaze, my bison, sorry. I think it's over there. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be quite a shot. Shit. All right. I love to use the bottle suppressor with the small calibers because you can still take a lot of shots. It's not as good as a real suppressor, of course, but it's gonna help a great deal. Like the Bison is a fun gun since it can take the PSO1 scope. Basically clearing all I can. Of course these are far, so they might have respawned when I go there, but okay, so I'm not hearing anymore, so if there are any around, then again it should not be hard, like one or two, and shouldn't be a problem. Oh, here's tape. As I said, everything that I get in more examples than I need are gonna go right to the stash in Karmanovka. I think a silencer would be great. Oh, a gas, so I can make a gas lamp. I'm gonna go get that. Oh. CR mag, if it's pristine, I'll take it. Come and make the gas lamp right here. Still have a lot of room. Alright guys, just have to pause for 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So now I'm able to just set that gas lamp aside and be on my way. So now I ate, I've got more food. So all in all, I'd say I'm pretty good. I love taking shots with the Mark II. By far my favorite gun in this game. Okay, maybe not for PvP, but for dispatching zombies, infected, it's an awesome weapon. The bullets almost weigh nothing, so that's another good thing about this gun. You don't have to take care of a silencer, because there's one with the gun. Only thing with this gun though is that it's a close quarter gun. Since there's no scope, you cannot really go for the very, very long shots like I'm doing with the Bison right there. So now my silencer gave. So I have one last one. A bottled silencer at least. So that's gonna allow me to take a good 7 or 8 shots still. So basically I will have been able to go around town and not feel threatened. So as you can see, I had a minimal level of threat. I was able to make my way around easily enough. Oh, another gas lamp. So see now I killed so much that, like, see there's that tank here, that's an elevation point. There are elevation points here, the truck. So if I see a zombie and then I get surprised by 2 or 3, I know where to go for safety. See, there's one over there. I'm gonna get on. Because oftentimes people, some people play this game like they're playing like Dead Island. They're just gonna try and kill everything they can. Of course, I know when to tell you how to play this game. You know, I mean, basically, it's like every game. You play a game like you want to. It's just what it is. But I have to admit, I think one of the ways this game is meant to be played is to be patient and strategic and take your time and survive. So, and of course now I'm on a PvE, so that's why you see me just eat in the open like that. But if I was on a PvP, you can bet your ass I'd be hiding in a house. Now eating all I've got to, well, first of all, free up some space, and second of all, well, be well fed in the process. Wonder how much of this potato I'm gonna get. Oh, half. It's not bad. So now that should feed me good for a while. And you know what? Even if I get more fruit, I'm gonna put my hands on it and keep them. Oh, fresh apple. That's nice. And people who don't really know this game also, they have a hard time at the beginning because they're not aware of how the system works. It's so easy to get fruit. Even mushrooms in some areas, like you stick long enough to an area, like just take a stroll through an orchard and come back later. Or if you build a base near where fruit trees are, go near the fruit trees, then go build your base, then come back. You're gonna have so much fruit and you're not gonna know what to do with it. So I know for a fact there are more Z's around here. Or let's say eyes because it's infected, not zombies. I think I heard one on my right. And there's one here too, not in this case. Try and get this one first. One more down. There's one by the bush. Another one down. The other one I'm hearing is, oh, found ammo for the Mark II. I'm gonna take him. I also found a tracksuit jacket that I don't want to keep. Gonna change mags right now. In here? What is it? Another hatchet. Pristine. Jeez. Okay. So turn this one out. Gonna take this one here. Gonna equip this pristine one over there, and I'm gonna equip this hatchet. So now I've got two very good hatchets with me. Wow, 762 by 39 for the escape. So I even got plenty of strong ammo to shoot should any bigger threat arise. I'm actually proud I've got the good gun, because when I was coming back from my long trip with my new French friend that I met today, or no, my Scottish friend, because I met both today, we were attacked by wolves, and that Scottish dude, like, is new to the game, so could have been killed big time. But I saved his ass. You know, he's damn happy to have done so, because he's a good guy, and I want to keep him alive. Hopefully there is life around here. Not this time. Not much to be had here. Oh, an IJ mag. That's going to be ammo for the bison, which is fine. Oh, metal wire. That can be used for snares. So nice stroll to the northeast. It was fun silently going through Belaya. Feedback. Not that useful on Chernarus. On Sakal is another story. Raincoat. Nothing much. Usually 3 or 4 Z's are infected. Alright, so that's 2. Sometimes there's a third one around. Let's wait for a few seconds. After this, I'll probably be making my way to Bereski, the little fishing town. That's all the way to the east. There's a longhorn here. In damaged condition. I'm not gonna take it. I like a good blaze, but I am not really a fan of the longhorn. And it's a single shot. So not lucky so far in terms of gun cleaning kits. Sometimes a zombie, an infected, and then Belaya Poliana provides you with one, but unfortunately this time around I was not that lucky. So there's a hunter vest here also. Only takes 6 spots. You know what? I think I'm gonna take it with me. Like, I wish I'd find fishing equipment in Bereski. So let's go there. Wildlife is absent here. So I should not see, in theory, any wildlife trying to dispose of me. Oh, nice. I was able to get through. That's cool. So in this area should be, because sometimes like you have to really pass through the right place. But there's a hunting cabin somewhere here. Yeah, just there. Sometimes in here there's also something to find. Chlorine tablets. It's not the most useful thing when you really know your way around this game, but it's useful sometimes. What's really confusing about Bereski is it's small, but considering how small it is, it's dangerous. Actually really dangerous, because of course I'm not meaning it's super dangerous, not like going into DayZ, but considering it's a little fishing village, you would believe there would not be any threats there, but there are a lot more than you would like to believe. So I'm heading there. There's a base over there. I think it's pretty bold to build here because you're far from everything. Of course, if you want to live in peace, it's a great alternative. But you're so far from everything. And that's definitely a downside to staying in this area. But even if I don't have access here, what these people don't know is I could still get in from here. But of course, it's not my base, and like I don't want to be an asshole, so I don't belong here. So I'm just gonna use the roof to take my shots. So I don't know what this one is doing. I'm gonna try and look for others. This one right there. Because basically when you come here, just look all around because you're gonna see them all around. Oh, I've got one running after me. We got elevate here. I think I'm gonna handle the rest. Just boom. That's gonna draw their attention. And I have what it needs to take care of the rest. Come on, you guys. Come on. Yeah, please. Exactly. So that should pretty much do it. Again, if I get one or two coming my way, shouldn't be too hard to get rid of them. I actually think I'm gonna stop here for now because I got real life things to do. But at least, oh, a sporter with a few bullets in it. In good condition. I'm gonna use that to burn, I think. Fishing stuff. Oh yeah. A fishing rod. Gonna drop the gas, gonna drop one or two maps. I don't need all of this. I'm gonna drop the hammer. So taking the rod. And you know what? Calling it a day right here. Gonna go hide in that house. So that was the first, people. Thanks for being part of the ride. And I hope you'll be there in the future to watch some more of St. Blake's Stone.